What's up, everyone? You got Matt here from Nerdthusiast. This is my dog Sierra. She's going to be hanging out in the background. She loves sitting on this couch, being a little weirdo for some reason. This video is just to tell you guys about what's going on with us, where we're standing at. If this is the first time you're checking out our content, thank you for doing so. We really appreciate it, and we welcome you to our community. So let's get into the stuff I want to go over for today. So currently, we're focused on 3 niches that we're going to expand out in the future at some point. We're going to get there. We're working to get there now. But right now, our main focus is, one is the poker podcast, which is doing great. We got video content rolling out for them, audio content. We upgraded their equipment in the past few months, so they're sounding better than ever. We're going to be working on some of the video stuff with them to get them looking better than ever. Not the guys in the show, but, lighting and things like that in the technical aspect. Then we have the Nerdthusiast Wrestling Podcast, which right now is audio only, but we've been telling you guys for a while it's going to get video, and I think we're getting really close to that point where we'll be able to record the video with the audio together. Lately, if you haven't noticed, there's been some audio issues with the podcast, and we're working on ironing those out right now. So within the next few months, you should see some great improvements to the audio quality, as well as, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get you guys video for that podcast. The third thing I wanted to talk about, and the thing I'll probably talk about the most, is the gaming content that we cover on Nerdthusiast. This is going to have the biggest changes for us, at least in early 2021. So Jenny and I, Jenny is my co-host on the podcast. We've talked for a while about what we can do to make things differently, and we think we're going to make some awesome improvements for you guys. So that being said, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove video content from the podcast. The podcast will become an audio-only place, and there will be a lot less structure to it. And I think we've really focused on making the podcast super structured, probably overdone how structured we make it, and we really tried to fit it into time frames and things like that. So what we decided to do is to just kind of reverse course on most of that. And the podcast is going to be about whatever we want to talk about, whatever we're currently playing and things like that. Any topics on board. It could be something new, something old. It doesn't really matter. But we're also going to kind of remove time constraints from us as much as we can to have a much more natural conversation. And I think if we focus on that, you guys are going to get a much better audio podcast. Now, video content is still extremely important. We have to have some kind of video content for you. So our plan is to have less actual videos. The podcast will still put up on YouTube as an audio-only podcast, but we're gonna try to put out about maybe 1 video a month. But that video is gonna be more in depth than anything we've ever done before. It's gonna require more editing. It's gonna require us to spend more time on one specific subject. We're going to delve very lightly into things like the history or background of whatever it is that we're talking about. So we're going to give you guys more information. I also got a new computer recently for Nerdthusiast, and that should allow us to capture some video game content. So I'm hoping to actually have video game captures embedded into these videos. So you'll get less videos from us, but I really truly believe they're going to be of higher quality, and I think this is really going to make you guys want to watch our stuff more. As well as the audio podcast. Those of you guys like audio podcasts, I really think the audio podcast is going to be something special, where we're not doing the same thing that we have been doing for a while. I think you guys will really enjoy that. But we hope you check out our content going through in 2021. We do have new shows planned. I'm not going to talk about any of that yet because nothing has come to fruition. I've talked about things in the past that kind of fell through the cracks, unfortunately. So I don't want to do that again. I'm not going to tell you something's ready to go until I have an edited episode ready to give to you guys. But we are planning on different things. Follow us over on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those things to get the latest on what we're doing, what's going on with us. And most importantly, if you like the content that we do, please support us over on Patreon. It makes a huge difference. Every dollar that you guys donate, we're putting back into the channel. We're, into getting better equipment for things, upgrading lighting and things like that. All of it's to improve the show for you guys. So anything you guys can donate over on Patreon would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for checking out our content, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.